Hello, welcome back. This is maybe final time I can use this old camcorder because I cannot charge it anymore. It's weird. So I made some video the last few days about the Airbus 320 family aircrafts, like the old Airbus 318, 90, 20 and 21, and the called Airbus 320neo, the new engine options. That's the new engine, the CFM LEAP jet engine, and the Pratt & Whitney PW1000G, I think. I was reading about this jet engine yesterday, and another old jet engine called CFM 56 was on the old Airbus 320, and the Boeing Classic and the Boeing next generation, like the Boeing 737 slash the 300, 400, 5 and 600, like the one Ryanair flying today, the Ryanair Boeing 737/800 have this CFM 56 engine. The Airbus Neo, what they call SEO, Airbus 320 SEO, like current engine options. So that's the final time I record this camcorder today, maybe. That's the one here, because I cannot charge. I think the lithium battery inside is damaged, and the plug, my charging plug, is damaged because I have this cable I have in and out like 10,000 times, so I cannot use, and this is kind of broken too. But I have another one. I use another one like here, but it's not sitting well. It's a micro USB, so I cannot charge this camcorder. I cannot use. So I will try to make some kind of video about the Airbus 320neo family. So I just go to my bed. This is what I was doing in my language, Danish, the last few days. So I just talk about this Airbus 320. So I did open, I have the Airbus web page. I did use, so we're looking the Airbus 320, but only the Neo, the new engine options. We got down here. Got the 319 Neo, 19, the 20 and 21. I don't know why they have it on there. Then I have that's the 321 Neo. Have a long range. Then I open my flight radar. I made a filter. All the Neo, the 319, 20 and 21, because they're making some very long flights across the Atlantic. They use this Airbus 321, but I think that's the long range. They're using up to like 6,000 kilometers, but this is just to Reykjavik. They're doing like Vienna, Austria, Reykjavik. that's about 3,000 kilometers. But they do like New York. This is like London, New York. So this is a narrow body aircraft. In old days, they are using like wide body. They're using the Boeing 777 and the Boeing 767 and the Airbus 340. This long distance, that's about 5,000 kilometers. But they do even like Lisbon here. They do it, but they're now not flying now. No, they're flying from Portugal up to Canada or New York. That's like 6,000 kilometers. That's a long one. Georgetown, that's South America, New York. They do some very long flights. You've got one Paris, Quebec, actually that's the one. That's like more than 5,000 kilometers. So they do some really long. I've got a lot of this Airbus in India, because this from India, this airline company called Indigo have made like order 600s. So there's a lot of Airbus 320neos all over India. But I will, that's the Airbus company. I will go to my beds and just try to make kind of video, because when this power on this camcorder is finished, I cannot use this camcorder anymore, because I cannot charge it. But maybe the power was full. This is why I cannot charge it, because the battery is full. So that's that. But the Airbus 320neo family, that's all like the 19, the 20 and the 21. That's all of this, the 19th, Neo, 20 and 21. And the Neo is a new engine options, and they have you can select from this CMF, this Pratt and Whitney engines. So the most, I think the body, I think the air body is the same like the 80s, and the wings, they have not really changed anything the last 40 years. So anything new, that's the engine. New engines use lower fuel and winglets, and of course they have updated the cockpits and landing gears. But I think the wings, mostly the wings and the airframe, the air body, the airframe is the same like from the old 320 from the 80s. So the only new, that's this CFM LEAP engine they are using the most. That's engine before that. I was reading about this engine yesterday. This CFM 56. That's on some of the older Boeing 320s, and the Airbus. No, Airbus 320 is the old one. So that's the old 320s Airbus. That's the 18, 19, 20, 21. Is from the early, is from the 80s. No, the late 80s, like 86. So, but I'll make a video about the Neo. But I'm not making a video about anything special. No, that's from 1988, the first Airbus 320. Actually, I was only 21 years old. I was 20 years old in the 86. So So actually when I was young, I could have fly this Airbus in air like Paris to London or Paris something, Copenhagen maybe. But I think the Airbus 320neo, that's the same airframe, same wings, but of course they add new engines and make winglets. So, but I'm not sure. And then they make the 300s in the 90s. They make the Airbus 321. They made in early 90s. That's 94. In the 1900s, about 94, 95, they make this stretch version. It's about 7 meters longer. Then they make the 19. In 96, I was 30 years old, so they're still flying around. This Airbus 390, they're still flying around. Then make the 18, the small baby Airbus, but that's only Air France. Air France is using this, but now they have the Airbus 320. Actually I have there. I was planning to read this, but now I have this problem with my camcorder. I have the old 19 and 21. No, then they make the Airbus 220. They have a smaller Airbus, but I've not read it yet. I like to read about it. Don't know how long range. Probably 4, 5, they really have a long range. This modern aircraft, of course, so they have this modern jet engines. So they make a lot of deliveries, 322 deliveries and 600 orders. So they're making like 5 every month, 4 or 5 every month. So they got 2 versions, up to 120, 50 seats. No, they have a very, very long range. The cruise speed is not so high, but they have a short takeoff for the 1000. I cannot see the range anywhere, but probably have a very long range. Cannot see that, but we can see that on the Airbus. Could maybe see the range. 220. But that's not so much technical information on this. There's just a lot of photos. No, that's not so much technical information. That's Airbus 220 infographic. I don't know if that did pop up something. No, that's a PDF. I'm not going to open that. That was a PDF document. I'm not going to open that. So that got the 2 and 2. So, but you cannot find how long. Maybe you can find it somewhere. Look at that, 6,300, 6,400. They have a very, very long range. Actually, this can cross the Pacific. You can fly London, New York. This small Airbus can fly London, New York. It have a very long range. They can fly London, New York, og Dublin, New York, og London, Montreal. So they really have a long range, because they have this modern jet engines. But this video about the 320, the 320neo. So I was making some video about it the last many days. A320, and then all the Neo. That's Airbus. I've not read the Airbus yet. The Airbus company, that's a company from my Europe. So that's and they use this. You can select from two kind of engine options. This CFM LEAP, that's the most popular thing. So they have it from 2016 or 17. 2016 or 17. It is on the Boeing 737 MAX. This LEAP engine. So this is why the Neo, the Airbus 320neo have a longer range. That's because only because of the engine. Got three versions. Then they got this, but that's the old one. Let's close. I have this Pratt & Whitney engine. I have not read it yet. The PW1000 is an Airbus 220 and 320, and the Empire. So actually I would like to read about this one. Empire E-Jet, that's not electric jet, that's Empire. They're making some very good aircraft too, the Empire's. I think that's about the range, about size of the Airbus 220. But this modern small airliners, they really have super long range, like 6,000 kilometers. That's Widerøe, that's from Norway. That's Norwegian from Norway in Scandinavia. No, they have a very, very long range. They have a super long range, like 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers. But not this one. Have actually no, 4,000 up to 5,000 kilometers. The E2. Yes, E2 and that's the 190, the E190 or 95. The 90 have the longest range. You can see that's 5,000 kilometers. So actually you can do Dublin to cross the Atlantic. If you fly Dublin, Ireland, Dublin here, Dublin to New York, I think that's less 5,000 kilometers. But I have the filter on, so that's the one I like to read about this. But this, let's close. That's the CMF on the old Airbus 320, Airbus 340, and the Boeing Classic, the 300, 737, 300 and 400. Maybe the 500, yes, the 300, 400, 500. And before that we have the Boeing original. The Boeing original. But that's another color, that's a Boeing 37100. And that's the 200. They're still flying around somewhere, but not so many.